What's going on, my friends? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel, online at www.whatsupinthesky.com. Go sign up for free over there. You don't have to sign up to browse, but when you sign up, you get some more features. You can talk in the forums, all sorts of stuff. And today we're going to be looking at um, just another picture that this came from some of the latest saws of running water. At least water that's been seeping up from the ground, and I'm going to show you some of the other water that we found in the past too. And here's where I would have really loved to have seen a scoop mark and have NASA take a sample here. This is just one of those things that it really bugs me because we have taken samples there and they say there's this watery brine there that gets caught up in the atmosphere. And I've got an article I'm going to show you here in a couple of minutes about it. But these latest two pictures show, and they show fairly well too. Um, you can see the marks up here, and once again, like earlier, it's always where it looks like water has actually worked its way through here. So this was running water pretty strong at one time, but it's still seeping up to the top. There are still springs on Mars. That's what I believe, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Now, let's see here. You can see the changes in the color of the soil, and you can also see here where it's been, it's been a lot more at certain times, it's been a little bit less at certain times, but it's left, since there are no tracks on here, there's nothing that's been walking across here, nothing's been drinking up the water. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other ones that we found in the past. Here's how it looks directly from the NASA website. All these are going to be linked in the description, all these links up here. This was one of the ones from Saw 1048. Here again, Saw 1048. This is just right next to it, basically. So where the spring is, it comes up, and it seems to come off just around it. Here up, coming down through here. And now here was the earlier ones that I really wanted to see NASA stop and take a look at it. I mean, these things were very fresh. These looks like it looked like it had just came up, just came up out of the water, maybe even overnight that night. Very interesting piece there. I've done all sorts of videos. Now, water on Mars to me is not new. If you go to my whatsupinthesky.com, if you go to What's Up in the Sky 37 page, just click my little icon, it'll take you to my channel. And then on my channel, if you type in, here, I'll show you how to do it. You go from home. When you get here, you go from home, and then you go to the search. And you know what? I am going to make a water on Mars. I'm going to try and make this a little bit easier for people. All right, so just because this is such a fascinating thing to me, water on Mars. It's like one of our closest, most rocky um, planets seem to have water just like ours. These are fascinating videos here. These were taken from old shots. I've looked for the new shots of these and I can't find, we've got 4 or 5 satellites over the last 10 years up there taking shots, and they haven't gotten these again. Here, NASA lies about amount of water. More pictures, the standing water. These looks like lakes. These look like lakes here. This is just a space news. Here's the running water. More of the ISRO water images. Pretty interesting. Now this right here, NASA discovers new gully and Mars still denies running water. Check that out. This one right here was pretty cool. My ex-girlfriend and I sat down and said, okay, well, let's see if we can go to Google Earth and take one of these from Mars and see if anybody can figure it out. So go hit that one up and see if you could do it. Another lake, and this was spraying. Something looked like spraying on Mars. Here's another one where it looks like there's water in the bathroom. Earth versus, this is the water in the quarry. So there's all sorts of stuff here as we keep going down there. I can't believe I'm up to like 500 videos now, or five something videos just on Mars alone. I wasn't even. I'm up to like 300 and something. So okay, let's go back and check these here. This was April 14th, 2015. This is when they said that they had to come out and say that basically there was something there. We were really putting it, not me, me, other people were really putting the skid. We were hitting up the NASA forums. We were saying, look, there's water on this thing. It's dripping down. Why didn't you take a scoop? Because last time they took a scoop, they found like 0.2% or something like that, which is still an amazing amount, especially for future missions to Mars. But I think there's a lot more to be found under there. So I'm going to link this up. It talks about the Martian soil is damp with liquid brine, which I want to know exactly what this is. The rover can tell us what this is. It can tell the uh, the makeup of it and things like that. It's very sophisticated. So it if anything, I would love to have this tested. And this isn't far away. They could turn this around at the time of this video on let's see here. I think it is the 26th of July. This could go back and be tested. Now the other one that was really damp, that can't be. That's way back in the mission. But this one and this one here definitely could be. Now, like I said, here's just me trying to pull it out a little bit more so you can see it. But all right, so what do you guys think? Water on Mars. I know that NASA has admitted it's water on Mars, but I think it's a little bit more than what they're talking about, especially with the lakes and everything. And I beg of you, before you put a negative comment, go check out those other videos. They're going to be linked. They're all you have to do, like I said, I showed you how to do it. If you're going to take the time to comment, go ahead and check out those other videos. And anybody who hasn't, just my new subscribers, go check out those other videos too, because the first 500 videos, some of them are some of the most amazing stuff. So all right guys, much love to you. I hope you're having a good weekend. Everything went great with my mother's surgery. Thank you for all your prayers and everything. She's finally back at home, and everything's going great. So all right, much love to you. Peace.